This is nuts. We gotta fix it. So please help me by subscribing. Sorry there wasn't a post on Saturday or Sunday. This is, I guess, what I filled in for that. If you hear me like sniffle or anything like that, I'm really trying not to, but like I am really sick. That's why I did not post. Over Thanksgiving break, I will try to post 2 videos of what if anniversaries. And also, I'm glad to be doing videos like these again, the news videos. I mean, okay, sometimes like they get a bit dramatic and stuff, but like I got bored of them, I guess, kind of, because I just didn't like it. Felt dramatic, and then now I'm kind of yearning for this again because like I've been doing a lot of discussions, versus and what ifs, and the verses and what ifs are fan favorites. So like obviously I'm gonna keep those up, and then the discussions I like to do, but sometimes I just get a little bored of them. So I'm just doing this for today. So yeah, sorry if this is like shorter than usual because I mean it's not like a huge amount to discuss. So Bob Iger is now once again CEO of Disney instead of Bob Chapek, which changes everything, but also kind of nothing in a way. It's kind of ironic. As like the new CEO, I mean, like as a CEO in general, you can kind of like you oversee things and you don't really do all super much a lot of the time. I mean, some different CEOs are involved, different amounts, obviously, but like based off like what we see, like they make a few big decisions each year. They hire people, they fire people. They like say, hey, you should do more of this, less of that. Sometimes, but like they're very rarely involved in creative decisions. Uh like what the movie actually is or anything, or the show or whatever. So I really don't know if it's as big of a deal as like a lot of people are thinking, but it could change. Not like the I don't know how to explain this really. I think it'll change the amount of content because under him there was less. There was projects less often, but I don't know if it'll change quality or anything like that. Because, like I said, he's not involved. I don't think he'll fire Kathleen or anything like that. I kind of doubt that. It would be his choice probably, and I don't know. I feel like this isn't like another unpopular opinion of mine. Of many, I don't know, like if CEOs are people who blame when something goes bad with a company. I mean, sometimes they are, but often I'd say no. I also think like I discussed this kind of before, like with Kathleen Kennedy and like her with Star Wars, and saying like I don't really think it's her to blame for a lot of it because they weren't really her decisions. They were other people's decisions that she put in there, but like I mean, they still chose to do that, and from an outside point of view, they seem very competent as a person to just hire or something like that. Another thing a lot of people have been annoyed by is like the woke stuff in Star Wars. Well, not necessarily Star Wars, but Disney as a whole. I mean, some people are mad about it in Star Wars. I don't really see too much of it, but in Marvel and now in like Pixar and actual Disney, there are starting to be things like that. If you like know, I mean, if you watch them, you'll notice. But it's that like there's woke stuff and yada yada, and this has been coming like a thing from Iger or no, not Iger, my fault. Chapek, he's been like these things have been rapidly increasing since he's been in charge. So I think with Iger back, then he will maybe like he'll have things like that still in there, but they'll be like less like not like prominent. I'm trying to say like less like forced on the viewers, which is what a lot of people feel. Which I mean, me personally, I'm not like super bothered by it. Sometimes it gets annoying for me, like when they push woke stuff, but like it really, I mean, more so in like Marvel or like Pixar or Disney, not necessarily Star Wars. But yeah, like I see what those people mean, and I think he might help that a little bit at least. Okay, another thing this might actually affect things, but I'm not sure how much because George has been coming on set with like Dave and John, and he went on set for Rogue One. I think or no, Solo. He went on set for. I'm not sure if he went on set for Rogue One. Okay, so more or less, him and George Lucas were like homeboys for like decades, and he was kind of the one who convinced George to buy Star Wars. Or no, my fault. I'm really tripping today. He was the one who convinced George to sell Star Wars. He also bought Pixar and a bunch of other things. But yeah, he is the one who acquired Star Wars for Disney. He told George that they'd be open to hearing his ideas for the sequels, but they wouldn't be like forced to or anything like that. And Kathleen like heard his ideas and then just kind of just didn't use them or anything. I think she might have. I think yeah, she promised to use his. He never. Bob never did, but she just gave away his. So I don't know if you can blame Bob for that necessarily. More so Kathy, because like I mean, obviously it's okay for them to not use George's ideas, and like they shouldn't feel like they have to, especially if they prefer their own, which I don't really get why they would, but whatever. But yeah, she like her saying that she would do that and then not doing that and backstabbing like a lifelong friend, just an awful thing to do. But the point I'm trying to get here is because they were friends. I'm not sure if they still are friends. But yeah, I it's possible George could be more involved. I'm not sure how much of a involvement he wants. Like I think they just go to him for different ideas and stuff. But yeah, I think George might be more involved and more welcome within Lucasfilm. But besides that, and like the woke stuff being put on the more down low, I'm not sure how much this will change. I like him a lot more than I like Chapek, honestly. Kind of looks like a Chad in some of these pictures, but like I don't know. I don't think it's anything too nuts. Disney's still going to be like a similar company. Its actions might change a little bit, but nonetheless, it's still a company that's trying to get money, as like most big companies do. But I'm also glad there will no longer be Bob Chapek, because I don't know. I just feel like with Star Wars, like I'm not like I'd rather have less shows because that's what makes Star Wars special. Uh, like I'm not saying once every like 5 years or something, but like less than like 3 times a year or something. Like that's fire. Don't get me wrong, I love that, but like still, I feel like it's more special if it's rare. Thing that's kind of like annoying, like a bit of a bummer about this is that he's gonna be gone or doing this for 2 years. Chapek's like completely out of the picture as far as I know, but he's gonna try to find a suitable replacement within the 2 years for the CEO of Disney. I don't know, cause I feel like Disney as a whole, like as a company, like does need like probably a new CEO after him. Like, just the way it's going, it's just turning into such a like hated company. Like people literally like think of it as like an empire. Like it's actually nuts. Like I don't know, cause you gotta like change your public image first. Uh, or I mean, you could do that as through making better content, parks, whatever, yada yada. But I mean, yeah, I feel like they gotta work on their public image. They gotta work on getting somebody who will change their public image and lessen the hate they have throughout the world. But for Star Wars, I think they just need somebody who has his best interests in heart and wants Star Wars to do the best it can. And I mean, just understands it. I'm not saying they need to be a super fan or sweaty or anything like that. I just think they need to understand the story and care about it. And I'm not going to say if I think that. I mean, Kathleen, you can argue all day because I mean she knew George, but she just went against him, and I don't know. That's like its own whole deal. Its own whole ordeal. Sorry, I can't speak today. But anyways, tell me what you guys think about this whole situation and who you think should be the CEO of Disney. And do you like him as the CEO of Disney? Iger or Chapek or what? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.